Hey guys, Casey here from Melbourne Reiki and Wellness. I've had a lot of people recently ask me about distant Reiki and whether or not it really works. So I thought I would share a short video today on distant Reiki and just explain a little bit about what it is and how it works. So distant Reiki is the process of where a Reiki healer or Reiki practitioner would send someone Reiki energy who is not physically present in the same room. So normally a Reiki healing would be done with hands-on touch. So a Reiki healer would place their hands on the client and channel Reiki energy through the practitioner, through the hands and into the client. But Reiki energy or energy in general is not actually bound by time or space. In other words, it's not something tangible that you can like touch or pick up or feel. It's something that kind of like transfers through everything. So if you can imagine like speaking on the phone to someone, that's an energetic connection there. Reiki is kind of like the same thing. So as a Reiki practitioner, I can send Reiki literally to anyone in the world at any time, as long as I have consent. So the Reiki client would obviously have to agree to receive Reiki healing. We would set up a time and then I would send Reiki energy through me. So I'd still be channeling Reiki energy through me and sending it distantly to the client. There are a number of ways Reiki healers can do this through use of specific intentions, through use of Reiki symbols, through use of different techniques and so on. But of course, that is in the hands of the practitioner. As a client, I know it can be a little bit confusing, or maybe there's an idea like, does this actually really work? Like, how do I know that it's working? And to be honest, I think the only way that you will really know if it's working is to just give it a go and try it yourself. Obviously, I'm a little bit biased being a Reiki healer, so I'm probably not the best source. However, I can personally say that I absolutely love distant Reiki. As a Reiki client myself, I have my own Reiki healer as well. I actually have Reiki healing, distant Reiki healing, at least once a fortnight, sometimes even weekly, especially going through lockdowns, because I feel like it really does help me, not just physically, but mentally and energetically as well. I started having distant Reiki healings myself with my Reiki client when COVID started back in March last year. Before that, I was having Reiki healings with her in person, but I have had Reiki healings distantly before that as well. But I have to say, over a longer period of time and having these regular Reiki healings, I can seriously notice a huge difference before and after. And I think that, many of my clients who experience distant Reiki with me have pretty similar feedback and similar benefits that they've been experiencing as well. So a distant Reiki session would begin with a telehealth, so it would be online. I would email you a link if you were coming to me for a distant session, and we would have an initial video chat first, so you could share how you're feeling, what you're experiencing, how your body is, how, your headspace, and I get to know a little bit more about you and where you're at that moment. We were having a bit of a coaching discussion as well, so I could help you, I guess, gain a bit of insight into any beliefs that you're holding on to, any thoughts that you're kind of having that is impacting your energy and your emotional state. Then we would disconnect the video call. I would ask you before that to set an alarm, so we would have a predetermined time that I would be sending you Reiki. You would then lie down on your couch or on your bed or on the floor, anywhere that feels comfortable for you. I would then send you distant Reiki healing. In the email before the session, in which I would email you the telehealth link, I would also email you a playlist. It's a Spotify playlist, so you're more than welcome to play the music that I've sent you. But you can also play your own music or use like a online, like a meditation app or something as well, whatever suits you. At the end of the actual distance session, your alarm would go off. We would then reconnect on video again, and we would have a debrief at the end of the session, so you can share what you felt through the session. I'll also give you some insight into what came up through the session on my end, and then give you some guidance on where to go from there. So the session really does basically is exactly the same as a Reiki healing in person, but you would not actually come in to see me face to face. Some benefits people feel during the actual session, very similar to what you would feel if you were here in person. Some people feel heat or cold, tingling sensations, energy moving up and down, in or out of their body. Some people just fall asleep. I call it a Reiki sleep, which is what I usually do in most sessions. If you are awake, sometimes you have random memories pop up. Sometimes you have random thoughts come into your head. You might see colors or images. You might sometimes get some psychic downloads. You might feel nothing at all, and that is also totally fine. I also have different sensations and things that come up for me as a Reiki healer in the session, which I would then share with you at the end. And then similar to Reiki healing in person, it still takes a couple of days for Reiki to fully process through your body. So I would encourage anyone who's doing a distant Reiki session or a Reiki healing in person to just keep drinking lots of water before and after a session. Sometimes people feel really tired afterwards because your body is going through a rebalancing period. Some people feel really energized because we often release energetic or emotional blockages in a Reiki healing. Some people feel quite emotional afterwards because of the same thing. Those emotional blockages are being released, and so they have to come out somehow. Some people just feel really calm, really grounded, really focused, like it's cleared your mind. The most powerful or most, tangible benefit is being in a really positive headspace and really positive mood. So often you'll wake up the next day and you feel like, oh, things are okay and I'm feeling pretty good and I'm in a happy mood. And that energy can then radiate into the rest of the world and the people around you in your space, which is a really nice added benefit for the family and the friends that you're hanging around or that you live with. Distant Reiki absolutely works. I've had some incredible experiences personally from Distant Reiki, anything from just those general benefits to feeling better, clearer head. I'll often get more clients coming in after a session, or I'll get a phone call from a friend I haven't heard in a long time. Because your energy is being affected, that impacts basically the energy that you're putting out into the universe. And once your vibration has lifted to a higher state, you're then going to attract different people, different conversations, different situations into your world as well. So you're then manifesting at a higher or faster rate with better quality people, better quality conversations and opportunities that might present themselves. I've had some pretty cool experiences of late as well, not specifically just mental, emotional, physical, but more spiritual experiences. So they can definitely occur during a Reiki session, whether that be in person or distantly as well. If you do have any questions about Distant Reiki, I would be absolutely so happy to chat to you over the phone. I will definitely be popping my contact details below. So if you're kind of interested in Reiki, but lockdowns are happening and they're probably gone for a little while, I would really urge you not to put off trying a Reiki session and instead just give Distant Reiki a go. It's really the perfect opportunity to do that. I know a lot of people are struggling at the moment with their mental health, with their physical health, with loneliness and isolation and this disconnection from people, which can then really bring your mood down. It can lead to anxiety, depression, frustration, this ongoing carrying on of emotions like anger and resentment and just general kind of annoyance. We want to start to clear some of those emotions and lift your mood so that you feel a little bit better in yourself. So if you are interested in Reiki, please give me a call. I would be happy to answer any questions, talk you through the process in more detail. Obviously, every person that comes to me has their own unique situations. So if you're not sure whether Distant Reiki would help you and your individual circumstances, please just pick up the phone. Distant Reiki is great because it can literally be done anywhere. You don't have to travel in. You can do it from the comfort of your own home. You can be in your PJs, you can be in your tracksuit pants. It really doesn't matter at all. That's kind of half the reason why I love Distant Reiki so much. I can just get comfy and I don't have to worry about driving home afterwards because I often feel quite tired after a Reiki session. So there are a lot of different benefits that come with Reiki healing distantly. I would love to hear from you. If you also have had Distant Reiki before and you love it, I'd be so interested in your feedback and your comments too. So feel free to comment below or contact me, send me an email and let me know how you go with Distant Reiki. I would absolutely love to hear from you. I hope that you're all doing okay. I'm really just so empathetic to you all at the moment. Lockdowns really suck. They really suck. And so I get it if you're feeling frustrated and all kinds of other emotions. Yeah, my heart goes out to you, and I'm sending you lots of love and sending you lots of positive energy. And I really look forward to hearing from you if you would like to book in for a distance session. So until then, have a wonderful weekend, guys. Enjoy the sunshine. See you later. Bye.